Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your July the 25th, just for today, in a meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. In the comments below or in the description below, you're going to see a group called Feel the Love Group of NA. It meets on a Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, rather. Okay. So go ahead and put that on your calendar and join me for my Clean Time celebration, August 28th. I will celebrate 30 years at my home group, Feel the Love Group. Okay. July 25th, 12th step failure. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry this message to addicts and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Step 12. There's no such thing as a failed 12-step call. Even if our prospect doesn't get clean, we have accomplished two purposes. We have planted the seed of recovery in the mind of the addict with whom we have shared our experience, strength, and hope, and we ourselves have stayed clean another day. Rarely does a recovering addict leave a 12-step call, with anything but a deep dose of gratitude. Sometimes we are practicing the 12th step without realizing it. When our coworkers and our acquaintances know some of our history and see what kind of person we are today, they know where to go when they have a friend or a loved one in need of our help. We are often the best attraction that NA has to offer. For many addicts, the 12th step is the cornerstone of recovery. We truly believe that we can only keep what we have by giving it away. The paradox of the 12th step is evident. For in giving, we receive. Just for today, I will remember that I am a living example of the 12th step. I cannot fail when I try to carry the message to another addict. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Marvelous. That's a beautiful meditation. And I agree. You know, when we're practicing the 12th step, literally trying to carry the message to someone that is suffering, right, from the disease of addiction and sharing our experience, strength, and hope, there really is no failure in that. I think the word tried to carry implies that we might try to do it, but it doesn't happen. Like the person doesn't get clean or our message isn't really carried properly. I think that word tried puts that doubt in there, right? But the word tried to carry this message simply means that you actually put forth the effort to do it. Some people never actually do a 12-step call. They don't really know what a 12-step call is. A 12-step call, according to even this meditation, is intentionally going to see someone, visit someone who is struggling to stay clean, and intentionally sharing your experience, strength, and hope with them in a manner that is conducive just to them. Now, typically two people go. Girl, we need to go see Belinda. Just say Belinda. I'm making up a name. So if your name is Belinda out there, it be honored, but it's totally impersonal. I'm just using a name, right? So, girl, we need to go see Belinda. I heard that she is struggling. I mean, it is not good. We need to go see her. Okay, well, what's a good time for you? The question is whether or not we're going to be able to find her when we go, because she is really out there bad. But let's plan on 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Well, should we call her? Call her? No. She is using. We are not going to call her and be like, oh, well, we just wanted to make arrangements, come by and see you in between your hits. No, we're just going to show up, okay? I'm sorry to be laughing, but I don't even know. It's been so long since I've done an actual 12 step. And there was no planning when I did it. And there were other people with me. And we got to the call. The last one I did, we got to the call and everybody was crickets. No one had anything to say. You know why? Let me tell you what this girl did. That we went to give the 12 step call. Oh my goodness. Her kids answered the door. There's three of us, not two. Her best friend, and then one other lady, and then myself. And she's cool with the two other ones, but with me, it was just kind of like she talk about God way too much. I can't stand her, right? So why they would invite Mighty Stream? We show up on the lady's doorstep. The kids answer the door, and the friends say, "Go get your mama." They say, "You go get her." They let us in on the porch, right? We go into the house. Mm-mm-mm. And I tell you the truth, we heard some yelling, some screaming. Oh man. Out comes our prospect. And she clearly is not doing good. Looked like she had lost me about 30 pounds, skin and bones, wig sideways. She come out and she say, as soon as she see me, she said, I know you didn't bring that B word to my house. She was talking about me, y'all. She said, I know you didn't bring that B to my house. And the other two people looked at her and they looked at me, they looked at her, and it was crickets. So they said, you know, Mighty Stream, she gonna pray you up out of this. I was like, that's not the way to start a 12 step call, but it's good. And we went ahead and joined hands and did a serenity prayer. Was very quiet. And eventually I said something. They said something. And about a week later, she showed back up at the meetings. She stayed clean till the day she died. Hmm. Yeah, so I know I've been laughing and stuff, but the 12 step call is serious, right? The 12 step is serious. It's not just the spiritual awakening, right? Because we focus on that when we talk about it. We talk about practicing these principles in all our affairs. We talk about putting principles before personalities. Go to October 25th, I think it is, if you want to really receive a meditation, just for the day meditation on you know, practicing these principles in all our affairs. Principles before personalities, right? October 25th is an excellent meditation for that. So when we get done with this podcast, go ahead and go over to that and read that as well. However, that little piece in between the cake ends, right? We try to carry this message to addicts implies that we actually are going out talking to individuals that are struggling with staying clean and helping by actually giving back freely what was given freely to us. Someone else's experience, strength, and hope. Someone else's love, right? Someone else's time, right? We're going the extra mile because someone went the extra mile with us. So even if it doesn't seem like it's going well, there's no way you can fail. There's no way. There's two positive things that are always going to take place in a 12-step call, right? The individual is going to receive a message that can stay with them. It's the seed of recovery that's being planted. That doesn't get undone because of a bad attitude that someone rightfully has within their active addiction. Yeah, it's not a good space to be in. They probably aren't going to be gleaming with this embracing look in their eyes. They may be struggling with embarrassment and shame and guilt and man, I was clocking my clean time with them. It might not even be somebody you know. It may be someone you know and their child is out there. And they're doing some intervention and want you to show up, you two to show up and share your experience, strength, and hope on a personal level. Right? Once you plant the seed, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Once you do it, you've accomplished that part. We tried to carry this message. You don't get to babysit the try. It's not your responsibility to carry the addict. It's your responsibility to carry the message. And once the seed is planted, that is all that is being asked of you in that moment. Well, you can pray for them and ask how they're doing. You can do all of that. But once you do the 12th step, you've done what you were supposed to do with your spiritual awakening. It's a having had a spiritual awakening. And I guarantee you, if you've had the type of spiritual awakening that the 12th step is talking about, and you're actually out there carrying the message, trying to carry it to individuals that are struggling with the disease of addiction, right? Putting principles before practicing principles in all your affairs. Excuse me, right? If you're actually doing that, you're probably going to have some other spiritual awakenings in the process because it bursts out of you a spirit of gratitude that's greater than the one that caused you to go actually do the 12th step. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I know I've been laughing and enjoying my stories. I think that's powerful. But I want for you to know what your 12th step looks like. I want for you to know that. I want for you to have a beautiful day on purpose because I intend to, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.